Hello, welcome back, and as always, I hope you're doing well. Right, this is my brief Saturday morning comments video. Saturday. I hope you're having a nice weekend so far, guys. The first comment I got was from one of my patrons, and his name is Cashie Tortoni. I hope I pronounced that right, mate. And this is about my Game of Death Integral video. And Cashie wrote, "G'day Stripey. In regards to your Game of Death Integral video, you might have already seen this, but I came across a forum page that might help us all work out who made this version and when. Interesting. I wonder if Old Pang Yu could also be Brandon Bentley. One of the guys in the YouTube chat said may have done this. Going by the forum, this could be over 20 years old." And what Cashie did, he sent me a link to the Kung Fu fandom forum. And Old Pang Yu is Brandon Bentley. I follow Brandon on Twitter. Brandon Bentley done a lot of the audio commentaries on the Arrow box set that came out last year. Massive Big Boss fan and Bruce Lee fan in general. And on the Kung Fu fandom, Brandon Bentley, Old Pang Yu, and he wrote this. "I was the one who made this. In fact, I made this nearly a decade ago." This was obviously written in 2013, when the Fortune Star Master of Game of Death came out. In retrospect, my editing skills at the time were pinch wonky. I've contemplated making a new, more streamlined, seamless version over the years, but it's been tricky. The thing about the 2004 edit I made, so this Game of Death Integral was made in 2004, so it's 20 years old, is that I shoehorned the art pulled Bruce Lee and G.O.D. in several segments, opening credits and locker room fight, when now I feel I should have tried harder to keep the John Barry version of the theme and edit said theme into the extended final footage. Basically, I should have tried harder to make it seem like this edit could have been made in 1978. So there we go. There we actually go. We now know it was Brandon Bentley who done the audio commentaries, like I said, on the Arrow box set. It was him who put this together. Now, a few people have been sending me different versions and different cuts, and some of them have been quite good. And in due course, I will try and get through them all. But I found that really, really interesting that we now know how old it is and who made it. Great stuff. Nice one, Cashie. You're a star, mate. I love this community, I really do. Right, next comment. And this is from Mondo Chelovec Movies. You gotta love John. He's got a great YouTube channel and he has a room with a wall of DVD, Blu-rays, 4Ks, you name it, like no other. It is unbelievable. I would love to look through John's collection. I'd be there for a while, I think. But anyway, John wrote this. "Wow. As yourself, I never knew this existed. Great review of what is to be found in there. I've always wondered if, with AI or deepfake, they can make literally the definitive version of Game of Death, as they could reshoot everything other than the Bruce parts and recreate Bruce in those bits and tidy up some of the continuity as well. The integral version seems to go down this route-ish. Great video. Thanks for showcasing, Stripey." Now, this has been mentioned to me quite a few times, you know, with AI and deepfake. And if you look up Bruce Lee deepfake, there's quite a lot of them on YouTube. I thought about this quite a lot. And for me personally, I don't think they should. I mean, they could recreate a whole new film using deepfake or AI or whatever. But to mix it in with Bruce Lee's original footage, I feel it would be wrong. And I'll tell you why. Not only is it not organic, this is just my personal opinion, by the way, guys, it wouldn't be organic. Bruce Lee didn't just act with his body and his fighting. Bruce Lee really acted with his facial expressions as well. I think this is something that's quite often overlooked when we're watching a Bruce Lee movie. Look at his facial expressions in all of his films. All of his films. He axe with his face and you totally believe it. It would be a very difficult thing to pull off and believe. That's just my humble opinion. And I think now we have the final game of death. Sure, by all means, people like Brandon Bentley, and I've even thought about this myself, about getting myself, I don't own any drives, Blu-ray, DVD on my tower. They don't really come with them no more like they used to in the old days. But I have actually been thinking about buying an external Blu-ray drive and having a go myself, just for shits and giggles and for fun, and to see if I can actually pull a decent one off in HD. Just an idea anyway, but they're my opinions on the whole deepfake and AI thing. By all means, make cartoons of Bruce, make AI videos of Bruce, great. But to mix it in with Bruce Lee's real footage, I'm not sure it'll work. For me anyway, that's just my opinion, But great comment, John, and it was nice to hear from you, mate. He covers all genres, and he's a big Video Nasties fan, like myself. That era where we weren't allowed to watch stuff, like the Bruce Lee uncut movies, made us want to watch them even more. Right, and this is just my final comment because I've got to make it brief. Like I said, I'm mega busy, guys, but I did want to address this one. And this is from Greg Probert 1971. Now, Greg's got a brilliant YouTube channel and he's on a lot of the Bruce Lee forums. The man knows his stuff regarding Bruce Lee, and I've got a lot of respect for Greg. And he wrote on my comments video, so I'm reading out a comment on my comments video, but it's to do with the Bob Baker letters again. And it's just, this is the final comment of the day, but I do think it's relevant and I wanted to hear what I think about this. I'm certain those letters are 100% genuine. After the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood came out, Shannon was quick to defend the image of her late father from what this film portrayed him as. After the Bob Baker letters came out, the estate has not said one word to deny they were genuine. To me, that says it all. Their silence regarding the matter is deafening. It's also my belief that the drugs were his downfall and led to his final curtain call. You got to make him right, really. I mean, I know there's a lot of people don't like to discuss this side of Bruce Lee, and I get it, but it doesn't bother me. It makes him human, and I think that argument kind of settles matters. If these were genuine, surely Shannon, the whole Lee estate, would have gone after it, but they didn't. They done the ostrich syndrome and just buried it and waited for it to pass. And I think they done quite well on the back of it. It doesn't make no difference to me. Yes, it would have been better. Maybe he would have lived longer if he didn't. But it is what it is. But I really did appreciate your comment, and I hadn't actually thought of that myself. But you're right. As soon as Tarantino put out Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Shannon was all over the news, even here in the UK, defending Bruce Lee's name. Even to the point where the film was banned in China. So, nice comment, Greg. I really did appreciate that one, mate. Anyway, that's all I've got time for today, guys, because I've got to put this all together Friday so it goes out Saturday. I have had a lot of emails regarding Game of Death, Nunchucks. I have read it. I've not replied yet. And a lot of comments. So, thank you all. And I will address all of this stuff in due course. And, yeah. Right, with that, like I said, I've got a busy old weekend, social stuff really, so it's all going to be fun, but thanks to everybody who's commented, sent me emails. I will address all these things and I will get back to you all. It's just, I've been kind of busy myself, but thank you all, and thank you very much to my patrons. You guys are amazing. And Cashie, thank you for that link, mate. That solved the problem. Now we know who put this Game of Death integral cut together and when it was made 20 years ago. It does make me want to get a Blu-ray burner and burn these things and edit it myself. Anyway, that's it. Have a great weekend, guys. Much love, and I'll be back with another ramble real soon. You take care of yourselves now.